Have you ever seen someone just cruising through life? Like love is totally off their radar. Like it's not even on their to-do list. You might be scratching your head, wondering what's up with that. Well, let me tell you. There's a whole bunch of reasons, and they're not always obvious. Some folks are on a solo mission, and they've figured out something that most of us kind of forget in our busy lives. Happiness doesn't have to come from someone else. They get that life's a roller coaster of experiences, challenges, and lessons. Sometimes, being on your own means you can grow, explore, and make mistakes without worrying about what someone else thinks. It's not that they're dodging love because they're bitter about it. Nope. They're focusing on learning to love themselves first. They realize that true fulfillment isn't about finding a partner. It's about discovering your purpose, igniting your passion, and finding that inner peace every single day. They wake up and make a choice to honor their own journey. They're putting themselves first, and you know what? That's where they find their strength. They're not lonely. They're being intentional. They're not empty. They're building something solid and lasting within themselves. Now, let's talk about those who've been really hurt. They've felt betrayal and rejection, and somewhere along the way, they decided they wouldn't let anyone else's mess define their lives. Love can be a wild ride. It can hurt in ways we can't even fathom. So sometimes, stepping back and breathing is the best move. It's not about being indifferent. It's about survival. They've learned that healing is more vital than being in a relationship. They've figured out that peace trumps passion any day. Sometimes, letting go of love is the bravest thing you can do. They walk alone, not because they're weak, but because they're strong enough to prioritize their well-being and choose a life free from heartbreak, even if it means going solo. And you know what? Some people just love their freedom. They cherish those quiet mornings, the spontaneous adventures, and the chance to change their plans without checking in with anyone. Love requires compromise, effort, and vulnerability. And not everyone is ready to give up the independence they've fought so hard to maintain. So, they walk alone not out of loneliness, but out of freedom. They're free to choose, free to live, and free to become exactly who they want to be. There's something incredibly beautiful about that freedom that often goes unnoticed. And a power that many don't quite grasp. Because here's the thing. To walk alone and feel content, that's not weakness. That's pure strength. You know, there's this quiet little revolution happening all around us. And it's all about love. But here's the twist. What if happiness isn't just about finding that special someone? Crazy, right? Some folks get it, in a way most of us don't. They've cracked the code. Love isn't the only ticket to happiness. Society's got us thinking we need a partner to feel complete. But let's be real. Happiness can come from so many places. Think about it. It can flow from your favorite playlist, that one painting that stops you in your tracks, or those spontaneous road trips that turn into unforgettable adventures. Sometimes, the best moments are the quiet ones, like sipping coffee while watching the sunrise, or diving into a good book. These people, they're not missing out on anything. They're just crafting a life that doesn't need a stamp of approval from anyone else's heart. Every chuckle, every grin, every breathtaking view, they soak it all in, without the heavy burden of expectations. And maybe that's the real deal with love. It's not about finding someone to fill the gaps. It's about feeling whole, all on your own, right here, right now, just as you are. So, the next time you see someone strolling solo, beaming without a partner in sight, don't jump to conclusions. They might just be onto something that a lot of folks overlook, that life can be more than enough on its own. In that moment of realization, they're free from the pressure to meet someone else's idea of happiness, free from the relentless chase for love, and who knows, maybe in that freedom, they've stumbled upon something even deeper than love itself. They've found themselves. So, let's shift our perspective a bit. Being single, not caring about love, not searching for someone to hold. It's not a failure. It's a choice. It's strength. It's pure freedom. And in that freedom, we might just uncover a happiness that's richer and more fulfilling than we ever imagined. So, embrace it. You're not incomplete. You're whole, you're alive, and you're exactly where you need to be.